This is Ashley Wohlers, and this is my Global Dimensions of Business final project. And the company that I chose was PacSun. And PacSun is a retail clothing department store that's located in various malls and outlets across the country. They're dedicated to embracing the amazing diversity and unique sense of adventure, as well as striving to embrace and deliver all aspects of the California lifestyle. They have over 600 stores across the country, and they've continued to grow and expand for the last 30 years. They have a widely used electronic commerce website, and it has been developed by constantly adding upgraded shopping cart features, creating consumer personal accounts, international revenue, discounts through email signups, and other features. Um, Paxton has a great website, and they have very useful features. There are a few things though that could be recommended, such as removal of website clutter, a different system for showcasing clothing, and other small additions. The reason I chose PacSun was due to its continued growth over the last 10 years, and also my consumer loyalty to the company. I have been a customer at PacSun for a little over 6 years, and I really just chose it because I think they're a successful company and I shop there all the time, so it's easier to do it on a company that you really like. So, uh, PacSun has a web catalog revenue model, and also the problem that's going to be explored today is the combination of the recommendations that I just listed off, which would be the removal of website clutter would be the main issue, and it'll be important to explore and solve that. And also the overall setup for showcasing the clothing. The current setup for that is not bad, but it really could be improved. And also another recommendation would be that with the growth of PacSun's success, it has brought upon many new opportunities for celebrity branding, but the website has too many different marketing campaigns which make it appear cluttered. So I will recommend some opportunities to fix that. The company's background would be that the company sells a combination of branded and proprietary clothing, accessories, and footwear, and they're all designed to appeal to teens and young adults. Um, they are a business to consumer company with aspirational brands such as Hurley, Fox International, Neff, Nike, Billabong, and Ruka, among other brands. And they also have proprietary brands that they generate and manufacture as a company, such as On the Bias and Nolly. And these really contribute to consumer shopping on the web, but they also are a business to business company because they have transactions that are conducted between their businesses in order to obtain the aspirational brands like Hurley and Nike to through distributors on the web. Since PacSun does not sell their proprietary brands to any other businesses, they keep their finished products going directly to the consumer. Um, they also are a B2B or business to business company because all their brands are not PacSun proprietary brands, and they are bought from the web from other distributors. The company business model, the CVP or the customer value proposition, consists of the sum total of benefits which a vendor promises to a customer that will receive in return for the customer's associated payment. And the as stated before, the PacSun uses a web catalog revenue model, and which consisted of adapting their to the online world by replacing their print catalogs with information from uh, their catalog to their website. They are a successful online business using that web catalog revenue model, and they just did that by simply extending their operations on the web. PacSun does use a ton of different marketing channels, such as retail stores, the electronic commerce website, mailing, print catalogs, and emails. And they really have established a very strong brand image and has used their strength of their brand image to successfully sell on their online website. And PacSun's market space would include gift cards, men's gift guides, and women's gift guides in the informational market space. This would allow users to purchase gift cards online as well as send them to PacSun account users. So if one person has a PacSun account, he can send it to another person that has an account and send them clothing, gift cards, really anything through the site. And it also helps suggest gifts for users or user friends. PacSun does have several competitors, though. There are several of them, but there are two main stores that I'm going to talk about. They're constantly competing for better pricing, availability of merchandise, and also different aspirational brands. Uh, One of them would be Tilly's, and they have 202 stores in 33 states, and they're one of the largest assortments of brands and merchandise from the top players of surf, skateboarding, motocross, and lifestyle apparel. And although Tilly's doesn't have as many stores as PacSun does, um, they tend to open in the same malls and outlets that PacSun does, which is directly in their competition, and they are viewed as their biggest competitor. The second competitor that I'm going to talk about would be Zumiez, and they have over 400 retail stores across the country, and they offer the same brands and clothing as Tilly's and PacSun. However, they do offer a wide variety of hard goods for skateboarding and snowboarding. And Zumiez really competes with PacSun in terms of celebrity branding. They have had several of the same marketing campaigns with various celebrities that are in the skate, surf, and snowboarding industry. Zumiez does offer a big selection of skateboards, which would be one reason that PacSun doesn't offer skateboards, so that could be a big part of the competition. But yeah, Zumiez is viewed as one of the top competitors. Um, PacSun does offer a competitive advantage in the market because they manufacture and offer their aspirational brands that no other competitor can carry. They offer brands like Nolly, Bullhead Denim, and On the Bias, and they really can add to this competitive advantage because these brands are less expensive, they're still made from quality materials, and they're often linked to massive promotional sales such as buy one get one 50% off. Um, they also are a step above the competition because they constantly have celebrities branding the PacSun manufactured brands. The competitors like Tilly's and Zumiez do not offer aspirational brands. They only offer the brands that are um, given by distributors. And the less the less expensive that PacSun really surrounds themselves with is a competitive advantage also because the pricing element really offers it because the target market is people ages 15 to 25, which would make sense why they would want to buy a cheaper product. And in 2012, they introduced the Golden State of Mind marketing strategy, and they did this by constantly differentiating their brands, their promotional deals, their online exclusive offers, and the quantity of their products so that the items do not sell out before they go on clearance. And that has really helped them develop, especially on their website. The organizational structure of PacSun is that they have a board of directors and committees, and they also have many strategic partners. Their structure is completely composed of three separate CEOs that are in charge of running different aspects of the company, and they also have three separate board of directors. As far as the website assessment goes, PacSun has really created a user-friendly website, and contributes to their overall sales at each fiscal year. During the fiscal years of 2013, 2012, and 2011, their internet sales represented approximately 7%, 7%, and 6%. And there's some strengths of the PacSun website. It's very easy to navigate, and they offer very specific fields of clothing and products such as t-shirts, hoodies, crew fleece, jeans, pants, jerseys, shoes, sneakers, watches, and a bunch of other different very specific fields that really make an efficient way for you to navigate and find specific items, sales, and other discounts. Another strength of the website would be that they offer a 15% off discount if the user signs up for email notifications with PacSun, and that provides a nice incentive, as well as being able to have the customer be involved in the benefits of using their electronic commerce website. They also offer free shipping on items that are ordered around holiday time and other specific seasonal events. They recently launched a new demandware platform, and it includes several improved features, such as customer product reviews and ratings, side-by-side product comparisons, improved site navigation and product pages, as well as a more streamlined checkout process. And also, the last strength that I would say about PacSun's website is that they accept orders that ship to over 44 countries outside of the United States, which is very beneficial to them expanding their website. There are a few weaknesses to the PacSun website. The website can seem overly cluttered, and because they have turned in so many different marketing strategies, and since they put so many different campaigns for celebrity branding, there's every single time you click on the main page, there's like 5 or 6 huge ads on different branding sites and promotional deals, and it really has caused problems with the page as far as loading all the way to the bottom, as well as because there's way too much bandwidth on the page. And if my recommendation would be if they only had like one campaign on the main page, it would also provide a more efficient site and a faster loading speed. Uh, the organizational system for the clothing is beneficial, but it can often be misleading about the size and the material. And based off personal experience, the website's description of the clothing is not always 100% accurate. I ordered a shirt one time off of PacSun's website, and the shirt was described as loosely fitting, maroon colored, and medium sized. And I was really disappointed when the product was unsatisfactory to the description. I received a shirt that was closer to the color of solid red than maroon, and then the sizing description was completely off on the product, and I wasn't actually able to wear it. It could really be potentially harmful to the site if they don't get their descriptions upgraded. And the last weakness of the site would be that the site has a feedback pop-up that comes up every 2 pages, which is rather quite annoying. They should only fix it to popping up once throughout the duration of the entire visit, because it would increase the amount of feedback as well as the overall outlook of their site. The traditional shopping experience at PacSun would be for me, I would do some research, probably check out PacSun and the competitors' websites. I would then decide where to shop based off of their promotions and their pricing on each website and who's offering the better deals. It's nice to go directly to PacSun stores because they offer a very large clearance section, and but it does usually take around an hour for my purchases to decide on the final purchase, and then as well as checkout. And checkout's usually the most unsatisfactory process at PacSun due to they often have long lines and sometimes their staff aren't always exactly friendly. The online process, it's nice to go through and add items to the shopping cart um, before so then that you can compare them to other sites. And PacSun usually offers big discounts when you shop online. I prefer online shopping over traditional shopping because of its, you can just sit in a chair and pick out all your clothing in one spot rather than having to go there and deal with the lines and deal with all that. The only time I would choose to shop traditionally over online would be if I was shopping for something very specific where the size can differ depending on what you get, such as shoes, hats, or coats. And there are a few recommendations that I could give for the site. Since PacSun's revenue only generates around 7% total from their online sales, I do believe that that percentage is relatively low. If they could update or change some things about their website, it could create more traffic online. Um, there's too many presentational aspects of the website. By guiding your mouse, the clicker over certain links, it causes them to expand, but the links are so close together that it causes difficulty in selecting the actual link that you want to select. It's a very mild issue, but it's could be improved and less irritating. Another recommendation was, as I mentioned earlier, they have numerous celebrity branding promotional ads on the main page, and it is impressive because it creates more branding, but they should only really have 1 to 3 promotional ads on each page. The main page is very congested by an overflow of constantly moving ads and celebrity promotions. I would just recommend they change it to one larger ad instead of several small ads because it would create a better use of their marketing as well as a better perception of their website. The organizational charts developed for each category of clothing and products are extremely specific, which is very useful, but this unfortunately is shut out by the accurateness of the product descriptions. Online shopping is a growing field that really requires trust between the consumer and the company, and careful consideration on the description of size and color is really going to be important in developing that trust. And my last recommendation would be that since the site has that feedback pop-up that comes up every 2 pages, I would recommend that the feedback pop-ups could be used as an incentive to market at the end of purchases for consumers. It could offer a promotional discount upon completing the feedback survey, and it could also offer a promotional product upon completing the survey because many of the items that are sold on PacSun, they come with a free gift, which could be added for completing the feedback survey rather than just a free gift. As far as the future in the electronic commerce industry, with the constantly upgrading websites, they'll need to keep up with the growing and changing technology. And the alarming fact is that mobile phones accounted for 55% of internet usage in the United States in January 2014, which means that they're going to really have to have a continued development of mobile-friendly websites, and it will be essential for the current and the future of the industry. Also, with the mobile and the tablet devices, uh, it should have where their mobile site should have the same amount of information as their regular site that's accessed through a desktop computer. And many sites don't have that. They have smaller and simpler mobile sites that don't provide every aspect of the information that they would provide normally through the internet. So that would be important to in order to compete in the future of the electronic commerce industry. And in conclusion, PacSun is really a California lifestyle brand that really influences an active pursuit in action sports such as snowboarding, motocross, and surfing. And they're a growing company, and they really hope to anticipate and recognize fashion trends that emerge, as well as bring them to the marketplace in an unprecedented expediency. They create creativity and diversity and optimism, and they try and do that through the Golden State of Mind marketing platform that I mentioned earlier. With minor changes to the electronic commerce website, they could generate more revenue, create greater website traffic, and promote an overall trust between the consumer and the company. Um, Also, the PacSun company background, the business model, the website assessment, shopping experience, recommendations, as well as the future in the electronic commerce industry, they have been evaluated in this proposal. This proposal has really provided me with insights into the small analytical changes that could be made throughout companies that would really help influence positive changes. And this project has really developed my creative thinking skills as well as a new way of thinking about the impacts that the small changes can affect electronic commerce success. Thank you.